They left for the big family trip. 4 cars, 17 people. One group chat without me. I woke up to an empty house. Called Mom. She said, "We thought you were in the van with your cousins." I said nothing. 2 hours later, my sister Emma accidentally sent a screenshot meant for someone else. "He's really not here. OMG, our plan worked." I replied, "Merry Christmas." Then I quietly canceled the $12,500 Airbnb booking paid for on my card. Step 2 came fast. By 8:03 a.m., I had 101 missed calls. One text read, "Emergency, it must feel good not being included." My uncle joked something similar last Christmas, when I paid for dinner. I laughed then. I didn't get the punchline until now. This year, I woke up on December 23rd to silence. No messages, no knocking, no breakfast smells. Just a clean house and an unopened suitcase still in the hall. My toothbrush was dry, my wallet untouched. I thought maybe they were running late, so I called. Mom answered, surprised. "Hey, where is everyone?" A pause. Then, "We thought you were in the van with your cousins." 17 people, 4 cars. Not one call, not one check-in, not even a saved seat. She mumbled something about Zach, about a mix-up. I hung up. No yelling, no asking why I wasn't in the group chat, why I helped pay for the Airbnb, why I was excluded. 2 hours later, Emma's screenshot came through, sent to the wrong person. A group chat itinerary, 17 names. Her message underneath, "He's really not here. OMG, our plan worked." I didn't text back right away. I logged into my Airbnb account and canceled the reservation. The refund hit in seconds. Then I sent just one reply, "Merry Christmas." No punctuation, no emojis, no explanation. 30 minutes later, 42 missed calls, then 70. Then a single message, "Emergency." I turned my phone off. Then came the first real call, Dad, furious. "You canceled the house." "No," I said, "I canceled my booking. It just happened to be the whole booking since it was on my card." "You think this is a joke? 17 people are standing outside in the snow." "You think I'm a joke?" I said and hung up. When I turned my phone back on an hour later, the chaos had reached full volume. Calls from Mom, Aunt Marianne, Cousin Leo, Emma, even her boyfriend Zach, the newest family member who got a group invite before I did. I didn't respond. I just watched. For the first time in years, I wasn't fixing their mess. Here's what they never expected me to say. For 3 years, I paid for every holiday rental, every birthday gift, every emergency tow. Because I was responsible. No, I was quiet. That's why they thought I wouldn't fight back. They leaned on me like a credit card with no limit. Empty apologies, real exploitation. By Christmas Eve, they were scrambling. Mom texted, "We didn't mean to exclude you, it's just Emma's kids. Zach's visa, please don't ruin Christmas." I didn't answer. Emma posted on Instagram from a roadside diner, black coffee, messy hair, captioned, "Family means not always agreeing, but always forgiving." I laughed. Comments poured in, "Stay strong, babe. People show who they are when it matters most." Then I saw a post on her private account, one she forgot I still followed. Screenshot of the group chat without me. Caption, "He's finally out, can't believe it took this long." Below it, a photo of the refund email, my refund. They planned the whole thing. Used me to fund it. Excluded me on purpose. And thought I'd still pay. I checked my accounts. Netflix, Spotify, Prime, all active under my name. All used for them. Then I saw it, $780 at a ski rental store in Aspen. I've never even been skiing. They used my saved card, my logins, my identity. I screenshotted everything. Then I found the old message from 2 years ago when Emma begged me to help her consolidate her debt. She said just 3 months. It had been 31. This wasn't neglect. This was sabotage. On Christmas night, I posted to my close friend's story a screenshot of the refund and the caption, "Turns out I wasn't as invisible as they thought." By morning, the silence cracked. Cousin Leo messaged, "I had no idea they didn't invite you. That's messed up." Aunt Marianne, you were paying? I thought your parents covered the house. But the real confession came from Zach. Dude, he texted, Emma told me you volunteered to pay, then said you weren't coming because you didn't like being around people, that you were fragile. Fragile. The same word Dad used when I told him I was burned out last year. Fragile boys don't last long in real life. What Zach said changed everything. He called that evening, voice shaking. Emma planned this for months, he admitted. She called it a Christmas rebrand, new vibe, no drama, new family structure. Translation? No me. She told Zach she'd handle the Airbnb, then told Mom I had volunteered to pay. She left me out of everything, no invite, no Zooms, no travel doc. Nothing. She said you'd just get in the way, Zach whispered. She said you ruined the mood. He told me he pushed back, said I should be there. Emma had replied, don't worry, he's used to being left out, he won't even notice. I hung up without a word. The evidence folder. That night, I created a folder called Used. I filled it with screenshots, invoices, Emma's Instagram posts, Prime orders, everything. Airbnb receipts, texts where they promised I was family right before handing me the bill. Then I opened a new tab, $12,500 Airbnb chargeback plus fraud. Let the next step begin. They thought I'd stay silent. That I'd mope in my apartment with my half-done puzzles and unspoken grudges. That I'd let it go. Wrong. While they posed in matching flannels and posted about togetherness, I was 10 steps ahead. I knew where they were. Thanks to Emma's genius, she never logged out of my Spotify. I could see her device's GPS pin in real time. The cabin, the store, the hiking trail. And then, 7 p.m., Mountain Hearth Lodge Aspen Room, Christmas dinner. I booked a table, same lodge, 1 hour earlier. I packed my laptop, a printed stack of receipts, the used folder, and a portable speaker. Threw on my only suit, drove up the mountain, and let the silence carry my fury. The confrontation. 7 p.m., the Aspen Room. 17 people, 4 tables pushed together. My chair, of course, was empty. I waited, watching. Mom's nervous smile. Dad playing host. Emma glued to her phone. Zach, quiet. Then I walked in. Forks froze midair. Aunt Julia whispered, oh no. Hey everyone, I said cheerfully, heard we were doing Christmas dinner. Emma blinked, this isn't your reservation. I smiled. Actually, it is. You're sitting under my name, the one that paid for the lodge package. Dad stood up. You're making a scene. No, I said, I'm making a point. The receipts. I opened my laptop and turned it toward the table. First, the Airbnb invoice. My name, my card, $12,500. Then the refund confirmation. Next, Emma's message, he's really not here. OMG, our plan worked. Emma opened her mouth. I raised a hand. Then came the Amazon orders. Ski gear, hiking boots, Emma's parka. All shipped using my Prime. Netflix, Spotify, Uber, groceries. Funny, I said, looking at Mom, you said these came from your pension. Last, I pulled out one printed screenshot. Emma's private story, he's finally out, can't believe it took this long. Silence. Mom looked like she'd swallowed glass. Dad's jaw flexed like he was chewing nails. Then Zach stood. I'm done, he said. Emma, wait, what? I tried to believe you, I thought he didn't want to come, but this? This is cruel. You used him for what? A cabin selfie? Emma stammered, you don't understand. He snapped, I understand enough, I'm out. Fractures and fallout. Aunt Marianne leaned toward Mom, whispering. Uncle Leo said aloud, I didn't know you were paying for all this, I thought you just didn't want to come. Then Dad exploded, this is why we didn't invite you, you always play the victim, always make people feel guilty. I stepped closer. No, I'm just tired of paying to be invisible. Then I pulled out the final move, a portable speaker. I pressed play. Emma's voice echoed across the table, don't worry, he's used to being left out, he won't even notice. Clear, cold, recorded from a voice memo she'd sent to Zach. Emma lunged, turn it off. I turned it up. Mom stood. Please, we can talk. No, I said, talking time's over. I placed one last thing on the table, a small card. Simple serif. It read, "This dinner was paid for by the one you left behind. Bon appetit." Then I closed the laptop and walked out. Behind me, chairs scraping, a plate clattering, someone muttered, "Jesus Christ." Aftermath. Outside, snow had started falling. By the time I got home, the fallout had already begun. Zach posted a simple message. Sometimes you learn too late that people can package cruelty like it's a holiday tradition. No names, didn't need them. Everyone knew. Then I went public. The next morning, I posted a thread. They left for the big family trip. 4 cars, 17 people, 1 group chat. Without me. I woke up in the house I paid for. 2 hours later, I got a text meant for someone else. He's really not here. OMG, our plan worked. So I canceled the $12,500 booking. And then I pressed play on the truth. Below, the screenshots, the receipts, the voice memo, and a photo of the Aspen room, 17 people frozen in silence. While I walked away. The internet heard me. Thousands of likes, retweets, comments, DMs. People shared their own stories, the sibling who always took, the parents who weaponized guilt, the relatives who only remembered your name when the rent was due. One comment stayed with me. You didn't just cancel Christmas, you reclaimed it. Mom messaged me that night. Please delete the post. People are calling. We're embarrassed. This wasn't supposed to go public. Then Dad chimed in. You've gone too far. I'm thinking of talking to a lawyer. And finally, Emma, she hasn't stopped crying. I didn't respond. The next day, Emma wrote me. Just one line, you ruined everything. I finally replied. No, Emma, I revealed it. A new kind of Christmas. On December 26th, I posted a video. White background, 1 chair, calm voice. I didn't want to do this, but you cast me as the villain before I even knew there was a script. You planned a trip with my money and left me off the list. Then laughed when I didn't show up. So here's the truth, not for revenge, but for record. I told the full story, the silent years, the generosity mistaken for consent, the exclusion disguised as accident. And then, the voice memo, Emma's voice, loud and clear. He's used to being left out, he won't even notice. I ended with this. If you've ever been the one left behind, here's your sign. It's not your fault. It's theirs. Within a week, the video hit 3 million views. Their response. Dad posted a passive-aggressive Facebook status. Families fight, but real men don't air dirty laundry. Uncle Leo commented. Should have just invited him. Emma posted a black screen on Instagram. People change when you stop letting them manipulate you. I see clearly now. I laughed. She really tried to rebrand herself as the victim. Then something unexpected. 3 younger cousins, the quiet ones, the invisible ones, messaged me, separately, privately. Each said a version of the same thing. Thank you for saying what we couldn't. One wrote, I saw myself in your video. I thought I was crazy, now I know I'm not. That hit harder than any apology ever could. It wasn't just my story. It was a blueprint for getting out. The opportunities came fast. A content platform reached out, offered to license the story as a short docuseries, anonymous, visual, narrated. I agreed, with one condition. I don't want to be famous. I want people like me to feel seen. They said yes. Then came an email from a law firm, not for me, but for them. Turns out Emma had used my name and financials on a health insurance application. Fraudulent, traceable, consequences pending. No more silent generosity. On New Year's Eve, I posted one last story. A photo of my apartment, cozy, clean, a single glass of wine on the windowsill. Caption, this year, I unwrapped the truth and it was better than anything I ever got under the tree. No likes from family. Only hearts from strangers. And a few quiet allies I never knew I had. January 3rd. I changed my number. No warning, no goodbyes. No just in case you need me. I let it all die like an old voicemail on a phone no one charges anymore. The final messages came in like clockwork. Emma, are you really going to erase all of us? Dad, you made your point, now act like a man and fix this. Mom, you're still my son, that matters more than anything, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Because what I finally understood, what scorched through every excuse I used to carry, is this. I wasn't included out of love. I was included out of utility. The second I stopped paying, stopped absorbing, stopped apologizing, I wasn't family. I was noise. A problem. A threat to their narrative. I didn't ghost them, I outgrew them. I signed a lease on a new place. Downtown, 27th floor, south-facing windows. No spare bedroom. No couch big enough to crash on. The first thing I unpacked was the photo, me at the dinner table, just before I walked away from 17 frozen faces. I framed it, hung it in the hallway. Not as a trophy, as a reminder. Never beg to be where they never wanted you. Then came the letter. January 8th. A stamped envelope from my parents' lawyer. Our clients are concerned about reputational damage. They request you remove all public posts and issue a clarifying statement that your story was fictionalized. It was almost funny. I replied, my material is factual, documented, and protected. If you proceed, discovery will include bank records, archived texts, voice memos, and witnesses. Also, good luck with the fraud investigation into Emma's insurance claim. That one wasn't even my report. They never responded. This was bigger than revenge. Within 6 weeks, I was invited to 3 podcasts, 1 panel on toxic families, and a documentary shoot in Toronto. I turned most down. But I did one the first. The host asked, "What do you say to people who tell you blood is thicker than water?" I smiled. Then don't be surprised when your family tries to drown you. The final gesture. I opened a small co-working space just outside the city. Writers, creatives, survivors, people who clawed their way out and needed somewhere to rebuild. I called it Not Included. Underneath, in small font, a place for the ones left off the invite. On opening day, I taped something to the front desk, Emma's original message, printed and framed. He's really not here, OMG, our plan worked. Beneath it, I typed one line. And now I am. No, I don't miss them. I miss who I pretended they were. People ask if I've forgiven them. I say, I've released them, that's not the same. I don't hate them. I don't wish them harm. I just don't carry them anymore. I don't answer unknown numbers. I don't scroll old threads. And I don't stare at mirrors wondering what I could have done differently. Because the truth is, I did everything right. And they still left without me. My last words to them were quiet, but final. Christmas card season came early. I sent just one. To my parents' house. Inside, a photo of me in front of the not included sign. No caption, no return address. Just a post-it note tucked inside. Next time, try paying for your own vacation. I wasn't forgotten. I was erased. So I built a billboard out of the silence. Now they get to drive past it every day. But they don't get to come inside. Not anymore.